Hey guys, how are we doing? Are we hanging in there? Are we making it? Social distancing and all? It's hard, right? It's really weird. I don't understand this new normal. I gotta tell you, I was okay with the old normal, just exactly how it was. So I really wanted to come in and check on you guys, see how you're doing, and just chat with you for a few minutes. I was gonna do a live video and then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do this, keep it, throw it on YouTube so you can have the resources that you need. You can go back and take a look at it as you need to. But first of all, I really do wanna know how you're doing. It's so different. It's a different landscape than we have ever had to navigate, right? In anybody's lifetime. So it's pretty stinking hard. A few things I want to chat with you guys about before we kind of get into the social media and kids stuff. If you're home with kids, which you probably are, if you are listening to this or looking at this, you are probably home with kids. Just know that it's okay to give yourself a little bit of grace. Give yourself some grace. Give your kids some grace. This is all different for them. It's different for you. It's a new landscape to have to navigate, so it's going to be okay. We are going to get through this. We're going to figure it out. We are strong and capable and smart and all the things that we need to be to make sure that we are okay, but it can be stressful and it's going to be painful. I do feel like on the other side of this is going to be something amazing, because with every growth, there's always pain. And I do feel like this pain now is going to lead into something beautiful and amazing for us later. I absolutely believe that. But in the meantime, look, mama, if you're at home with kids and they are driving you absolutely bananas, I get it. Like, I totally get it. All of us mamas get it. So give yourself some grace. Don't feel like you've got to do all that homeschooling this week. Don't feel like you got to do it next week. We've got a couple of weeks, right? So if you have schoolwork the kids have to do, again, give it some time. Take a minute. Let them play. Let them go outside. Let them get some fresh air. Whatever feels right for you and your family right now. But we're going to get through this. So I wanted to let you guys know that I'm here as we navigate all of this. As you probably know, and as you're seeing with your kids, they're on their devices a lot. That is okay. Again, that space of grace, it's okay. Now is not the time, I don't feel like, to start adhering to, what the American Pediatric Academy for Screen Time states, because we're not in those times, right? If you're home and you're working or trying to get things done and you need your kids entertained and quiet, it's okay. To let them have those devices. It's okay to let them play games. It's okay to let them spend more time than you normally would, right? I do think first we have to take a look at, are they getting outside any? And I think that's first and foremost, is making sure they are getting some fresh air, sunlight, running around outside, as long as we're still social distancing, just making sure that they are getting their activity level up, 30 minutes a day. And there's some really, really great workouts online right now. There's some great ones for kids. I'll throw some of those links on my Facebook page, Crack the Code for Kids. You can have some kid workout ideas. There's tons of them on YouTube to just get them moving, right? And that's a positive way to be able to use our social media. And so that's one of the things I wanted to talk with you about and give you some tips on as we're navigating. So I made a list of stuff I want to chat with you guys about. As we're sort of navigating this new space, one of the things that I think is incredibly important with our kids having extra device time is that we do not forget our random phone checks. That is still on our plate. That's actually probably on our plate more than normal. Again, I know that we have a lot of stuff going on, but making sure that our children, as they are online, that they are safe. Right now, device time is skyrocketing and our kids are bored, and so they're going to be looking for a lot more things online. So we really do need to be paying attention to what they're looking at. And there's a few things that you want to look for, making sure that they're on the appropriate sites. And we can do that through screen time. We've talked about that before, and you can take a look at some of a video before this that I did at the beginning of the month that talks about screen time and how to set that. But setting our screen time for age appropriateness, for content that's age appropriate, going through their apps and making sure that the social media that they're on is appropriate. So we want to make sure that they are not having contact with people they shouldn't have contact with. And that's with their gaming. A really cool thing you can do right now, because we have a little bit of time with the kids at home, if you've got a gamer, sit down and play a game with them. They're going to think you're crazy at first, but that's okay. Sit down, play a game with them, play Fortnite with them. You know, build some really weird stuff through YouTube that they like or they want to do. It's a really, really great opportunity for us as parents to be able to sort of sit in that space with our kids and be able to understand a little bit more about what they're doing online and why they're doing it, as long as they're doing it in a safe space. So make sure we're doing our random device checks. One of the really cool things, I love this idea, you guys, I'm going to be doing it. Start a journal with your kids or start a vlog. So the journal can be pen to paper, which is pretty cool. Get them back to writing things down. But pen to paper, if they'll do that, to talk about their experience with coronavirus. This way, one day they can show it to their kids and their grandkids, and they'll have an accurate record of what happened and how they felt and some of the things that were going on. Because as time goes on and this moves forward, we'll forget some of the little stuff that I think would be kind of cool to be able to share with generations and generations to come, right? The other thing is start a vlog. So I'm going to do this for my kids. I'm going to be doing videos for them every single day. That's a vlog of the coronavirus and what the day looks like and how we're hanging in there and some of the things we're doing and some of the funny stuff and maybe even some of the hard stuff. And then I'm going to put it all on a drive and I'm going to give it to them so they can have it later and they can share it with their kids, my grandkids, or, you know, so on and so forth for generations to come again. So I think it's just a really cool idea, and you can do a vlog with your kid, get them involved, let them do funny, silly stuff. I promise they're going to know really cool things to do that you may not know to do with a vlog. So it's a great way to get them involved in a positive manner on their devices. All right, what else do we have? There's lots of links on my pages on Crack the Code on Facebook, and then if you'll go to fliptheswitch_protectourkids on Instagram, every day I'm loading resources for you guys, things to still be looking out for as our kids are online more. So in order to keep them safe, again, we have to remember their safety and keep that at the forefront. And so making sure we're replacing negative behavior with positive links, positive platforms, positive apps, places they can go to really spend their time online that's going to be safe. So you can check out those, tons of them every single day. I'm listing tons of them. Another great idea for them to be able to use their devices is to FaceTime friends and family. So set up a time once a week or twice a week or 3 times, whatever it looks like for your family, but to stay in contact, because we're social by nature. As humans, we like that contact and we're going to need that. So if we can't physically be together, then having the ability to FaceTime, especially if you have grandparents or loved ones that are older that are social distancing and they are by themselves and they do not have any contact with anyone. Great way to be able to use that. Another thing is a Netflix party, and that is linked on my Crack the Code page or over on my Instagram page. So it's a Netflix party where you all can watch the same movie together and be able to talk about it in real time. It's really cool. I'll link it again today so you guys have that link so it's not so far back in the feed, but it's a really cool way for kids to be able to watch movies and still chat and still have that interaction together, right? I just think, you know, as we move through this, just keep in mind, you know, it's going to be stressful. It's going to be hard, but we can use this as an opportunity to spend more time with our kids, more time with our families, and in that social media space, making sure that we're protecting them. Right now, this is a predator's dream. They have all the time in the world to be able to talk to our kids and to groom our kids because they know that kids are online more. So we just want to make sure that they are staying safe in that space. Utilize your monitoring apps. If you would like a list of monitoring apps, parents, tips, and tools, I have a whole sheet of that I give out at conferences. If you want to sign up for my newsletter, I just sent it out. I'll send it out again. I'm going to be including that list with every newsletter that I send out for the next 60 to 90 days. And I'm going to be doing more newsletters so I can bring you guys more information that will help you at home as we navigate this process. So if you'd like that list, go to either my Facebook Crack the Code or my Instagram page or my website. There is a link on there and you can just link on it, click on it, and you can sign up for my newsletter. You're not going to get junk. I respect your inbox, I promise you, but you're going to get helpful tips and tools that, that will just hopefully be able to sort of help you navigate this whole process. Another thing kids are doing that I thought was really interesting that I saw today. So as I talk about utilizing your monitoring apps, Bark is a great one. So if you don't already have Bark, now might be a great time to take a look at it, see if it's, would be useful for your family to be able to meet your needs. But what kids are doing is they are actually going online and giving tons and tons of 1-star reviews to try to get Bark knocked off and taken down. They don't understand that it doesn't work that way. So I think this sort of helps us to understand sort of where our kids' minds are, that they don't want to be monitored. They want to be able to have full access during this downtime. So continue to have those open conversations with your kids. Nothing replaces open conversation about what they're doing, why they're doing it, how they're doing it online, and why it is so important that we keep them safe, right? I think it really breaks down to two things, you guys. One is what can we control and what can we not control? And finding joy in the things that we can control, like taking a walk twice a day, which we normally wouldn't be doing with our family, or having dinner. We've had dinner every single night for the last 6 days together as a family. That hasn't happened in 15 years because we're just busy. We're either working out or school activities or sports or whatever that is. But we've actually had dinner every single night together. It's been amazing. Enjoying the FaceTime conversations that we can have, with our families. Enjoy the outdoor activities that we can do as long as we're social distancing. Doing some gaming with your kids, if that's a space that they love, getting to know our kids a little bit better and spending some time in that space with them. Organizing, help them to organize their room, organizing the house, organizing other things. If we're not having to do sort of work stuff every day, it's a great way to sort of, get control of things at the house. It gives you a little more sense of control. Most important, getting that movement every day, getting fresh air. Things we cannot control. We can't control this virus. We can't control how long it's going to last. And we can't control all of the negative news that we are seeing. So I think another really important point is to talk with your kids about the news. Pay attention to what they are looking at online, because it can be very scary and very overwhelming for them as they are seeing things happen around them and as things probably continue to ramp up around here. If they're in the TikTok space, if they're on Instagram, if they're on Snapchat, they're probably getting their own ideas about what is going on in the world. So helping them to understand that, having open conversations, and making sure that they're not seeing too much of the sort of negative information that they shouldn't be seeing. I am always here if you need, help navigating your kids' devices. If you have questions, I'll probably come on every now and then to give you guys updates. And again, this is all, I want to be able to help you. I want to be able to keep your kids safe, and I want us to be able to navigate this together. That is my whole intention with these videos and with the information that I'm putting online for you guys. So stay safe, stay healthy. If you need anything, just reach out, call me, email me. You can find links, like I said, through all of my social media sites, LinkedIn, any of those places you can reach me. So I hope you're doing well, and We're going to get through this. It's going to be okay. All right. Talk to y'all soon.